everybody. Well, I wanted to kick things off and jump right into some stuff. I'm going to, on the fly, rewrite the script a little bit because Zell is streaming tonight. He does have good grounds to do so. His crew did go into the capital city and do some things. So we're going to buy a little time. We do have DeadlyGhost in the chamber, so I'll be able to interview him in a few minutes. But you are tuned in to the War Report here on Elysium Peak. This was battle number 13th, August 5th, 2025, and it was the first night that the capital cities were open, so there's a lot to cover. First up, let's go over some key terms. Prestige is the land, or the value of the land that you own. A claim is the total amount of prestige you earn across the course season. Renown is the change in your property value, whether it goes up or down when you take possession. Triumphs is the end of season prize money that we're all fighting for. Looking at our upcoming events, there you have it. We have 3 more events in Phase 4. The big event that you need to be aware of is August 16, 2025. That is when people will start flooding that center zone of Liangyun and try to take up as much land as they can to get the 3,000 to be able to knock on that door. Other than that, it's going to be a little bit of a bouncy house the next couple weeks. Going to be playing all over the place, having some battles here and there. People will be fighting over those side caps still. So we can expect to see those 2 capitals lit up constantly. Looking at our war summary tonight, there you go. 49 warring factions, 19 alliances, 119 fiefs, 77 fiefs changed hands tonight, 46,335 total prestige on the board. Over in Longting, there was 14,300 with total fiefs of 33. We Don't Read owns 35% of that. ChocolateMilk with 25%. Hibernia with 22%. Deucevolt with 12%. And Cohorts with 5%. Over in Ostaria, we have 17,150 prestige with 43 fiefs available. We Don't Read has 27%. Brotherhood with 18%. Cohorts with 18%. ChocolateMilk with 16%. War Crimes with 14%. Over in Liangyun, we have 14,885 total prestige with 43 fiefs available. 22% is the High Council. Chillers with 14%. Boneyard with 14%. Whispering Void with 14%. And Hallowed Kings with 12%. Let's take a look at that economy real quick. There we go. We had 3 fiefs rise this week. Yixing, Heli, and Renlin. Taking a look at the crumbling empires, we saw 2, Platland and Steinklep, dropped. Looking at the top fiefs in the land, we have 1 level 6 left. That's Fort Warson. Level 5s, we have Segaspani, Mingyu, Das Bulwark, Elbogen, Steinklep, Ninewall, and Westberg. Looking at the top 10 fief builders, we have Dexter's Lab with 800, Warriors with 780, Eternal with 750, Ice Spartans with 500, Duranding with 390, Gusbus Nation with 195, Heater with 195, Vanguard with 150, Goshkia with 150, Order of Valor with 150. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at those unit kits. We have Fort Warsun, where you can make a couple gold kits still. Das Bulwark, Elbogen, Mingyu, Ninewall, Steinklep, and Westberg can all craft purple kits. Looking at Siegecraft, we have well-made cannons, well-made ballista, well-made Watch air launchers, well-made Scorpios, well-made culverins, and well-made mortars available. Taking a look at the top fief quests, Elbogen has a 10 rare Rebel Cavalry kits. We have top honor gains at Elbogen with 1 epic artillery for 840. You can also turn that in at Das Bulwark. Top house EXP gains. Das Bulwark has the 100 regional exotics for 280, as does Fort Warson. Alright, now I made a little something that I kind of wanted to show the crews from We Don't Read and ChocolateMilk, but they're all on the wrong stream. So, you guys still want to see it? I don't know. Let's see. Thumbs up? Thumbs up? I think I did a good job at it. I just don't know. I think you guys probably... Maybe I should wait until the house rotation. What do you think? Should I wait? They'll probably be here by then. I can go through the interviews first, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Let's wait until the interviews. Let's get on some good stuff here. Let's see. We got 1 interview. We got... Yeah, just Deadly's waiting for me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and continue on. We'll jump into that. Let's go ahead and take a look at Longting. We have 14,300 regional prosperity with 88% free houses versus 12% Legion. There's 14,300 total prestige, 1 capital city, 4 towns, 6 forts, and 22 villages in play. It is a prosperity tier of 3. We have top 5 seasonal landowners of Eternum, 23,250. MooCrew in second with 19,500. Dexter's Lab with 8,750. Vanguard with 8,500. Goshki with 6,600. Then top renowned builders, Eternum has 600, taking that first place slot. Dexter's Lab with second place, 350. Goshki in third with 150. Order of Valor in fourth with 150. And Ming with 150 in fifth. Top Procedure Stronghold is Fort Warsun at rank 6. Top Forcing Village is Kinu and Fengyu at rank 4 apiece. Looking at that war map tonight, we saw We Don't Read snag up a bunch of land over in the west. ChocolateMilk with 2 very important properties, Haojing and Wangqiagan. Then we have Hibernia with 3,100, grabbing a bunch of stuff up north. Dews Volt grabbed up that little area near Fort Warsun, 4,650. Cohorts with 700. Conquest with 300. Looking at the Longting Kingdom changes, MooCrew gained 1, Goshki with 3, Atlas with 10, Midway Kings with 3, Dexter's Lab with 2, Vanguard with 2, Cohorts with 2, and Order of Valor with 1. Top houses. MooCrew now sits upon that throne. We'll give a little talk to them in a few here, if they show up. We have Atlas with the Regional Dukes. Regional Barons include Goshki and Midway Kings. Regional Stewards with the Vanguard, Longting Legion, Dexter's Lab, Goshki Dub, Order of Valor, and Conquest. So, to start things off, let's go ahead and skip Longting's interview, and we'll go straight to Ostaria's interview. So right now we do have kind of a 3-way race. We Don't Read could attack that capital. They were most of the night. ChocolateMilk is in the capital. Hibernia is the third in running. Hey, welcome. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Ostaria. So over in Ostaria, we have 17,150 regional prosperity with 72% free houses versus 28% Legion. In the top 5 seasonal landowners, we have Dexter's Lab with 21,200, Vanguard in second with 18,900, Atlas in third with 9,600, Inferno in fourth with 9,550, Explicit in fifth with 7,400. Top renowned builders is Dexter's Lab with 450, Vanguard with 300, Inferno with 150, Eternum with 150, and then fifth place goes to Explicit with 100. Most prestigious stronghold is El Bogan at rank 5 and Segaspeni at rank 5. Top flourishing village is Bergdorf at rank 4. Looking at the war map, there you have it. We Don't Read with 4,650. Brotherhood, that darker red color with 3,100. The cohorts with the kind of darker blue with 3,100. ChocolateMilk on the east with 3,100. We have War Crimes, which was newly formed, that is actually sitting on the Platland Nordtal area. I'll get them a color. I didn't have time to do it tonight. And then we have 1/87th, which I believe is the black color, with 750. The Axis Powers, I also didn't set a color yet. Same with Only Fields. They have 300. Only Fields has 150. I'll get all you guys colors for the next one. Alright, that was weird. Alright. Let's go ahead and flip over to the battles. So the battles, we had Vanguard with 2, Black Templars 1, Explicit with 1, Warforged with 2, Atlas with 1, Eternum with 2, Cohorts with 5, Homicide with 5, Santa Cruz with 1, Bastorius with 1, Black Hole Sun with 2. Looking at the houses, we have Vanguard sitting upon the throne of Ostaria. Regional Dukes include Ostarian Legion. Regional Barons include Warforged and Bastorius. Regional Stewards include MooCrew, Black Templars, Eternum, Homicide, Atlas, Explicit, Black Hole Sun, Santa Cruz, and Infamous Misfits. Looking at those race for that capital, we have the Vanguard sitting upon the throne. In the hunt, we have We Don't Read, which is Vanguard, Brotherhood, which could siege it at any minute, ChocolateMilk's 300 away, War Crimes is 600 away. Alright, let's go ahead and interview Not Tong Tong. Yeah, special guest tonight is DeadlyGhost. Let me jump in with him. Greetings, DeadlyGhost. There's about a 15-second delay between stream and here. There we go. Hello. Yes. Welcome. So Tong Tong talked you up really big. You want to give a little rundown about who you are and what you do? Oh, hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
There you go. Sorry. Go for it. You should be able to be heard now.
No worries, no worries. Thank you. So me and Tong have been playing for probably like the last 15 years together. We played another game together called Kingdom Heroes. I don't know if he mentioned that the last time you interviewed him.
Man, that's an old game.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. And I started back in season 8 with him. I took a little break. I was in the army at that time, so I got sent overseas. And then when I came back, it pretty much full time here, shot calling. So I've been with Tong for a while, and been shot calling for Vanguard for seasons. Love the guys. You know, we don't have a lot of the veterans like these other houses do, but we do have a good solid core. We do have good players. And we do what we can to make the best of whatever we have.
Yeah, that's all you can do, right? So walk me through tonight. What was the Golia like for you?
Man,
you were calling that fight, right?
I was. Lost my voice a little bit calling it. Man, the cohorts had people that were previous Vanguard. They had some previous Infamous and Dex Lab guys, and I was kind of shocked. I've never seen the cohorts that stacked. With just the names. I mean, their coordination you could see was, not the same as like a normal free house, but the names that they had, I mean, they were doing really well. I did have a couple of scares when we lost Prestige, but once we got the Prestige back up for the attack, it was pretty solid.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have kind of said screw Ostaria because of the cohort stack that's over there. Kind of amazing how people just ran away from it.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking. Like, again, I did not expect to see the names that I did see tonight in Algolia for the cohorts. So it was good to see, who they have over there now.
Indeed. I guess a lot of, the in-game game is kind of a very go, a lot of pressure, and then sooner or later you just need a break. So cohorts makes that break kind of nice. You just, play when you can, do what you can, and get in fights. So I can see the allure there. So who else was a big fight tonight other than the cohorts? Did you guys really face off against anyone in particular?
So we did get hit by ChocolateMilk on Algolia, maybe 10 minutes before the TW was ending. It was, I want to say their name was Eternum. I hope I'm pronouncing that the right way. And then MooCrew themselves, I think it was Z9's raid that joined in there. I believe they ran out of prestige during their hit, so we ended up just sallying out and wiping them.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting over in Longting, so I can only imagine what it was like over in Ostaria. So when you're shot calling, what do you feel like is the most valuable units to have on your team? Like, what can you honestly say that you would feel awkward if you didn't have with you?
Chariots. That's the main unit right now, sadly. Chariots. On top of that, having Orochis, Phalanx, Spartans, Shield Maidens, Liangyun even, those are kind of just some of the meta units that you need to have. A good sprinkle of Lion Roar, Syphos, things like that make it for a well-rounded comp.
Now, what kind of units, if some guy brought in these units, you'd be like, get out of here, get out of my fief?
Pavis. Everybody in the house knows if I see Pavis, I will literally have a crash out moment. So that is the main unit that I will freak out. I mean, anything not part of the comp that I give out to the guys that of the approved units list, I'll get pretty mad. But if I saw Pavis, I would have a crash out.
Yeah, I feel so bad for those Pavis because they had their 50 seconds of goodness, but now not
they
so
did.
much.
Like if they were buffed Yeah, if they were buffed to where at least domain arbalists are right now, they would be in a much better spot. But sadly, they're not.
It is sad you can bring like a blue crossbow and do better than you can with the gold.
Exactly. And
I
domain
mean,
arbalists are tearing it up too.
I'm pretty sure there's 3 different blue crossbows that can do better than the Pavis right now.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Raton marksmen are great. The feathered crossbowmen. I don't know too much about the foot crossbows. They're more of a meme for me than anything. But yeah, there's a lot of better units than Pavis.
The footbows made a fun video, so I can't complain.
It did. It did.
So yeah, that was an interesting one. All right, so out of the seasons unit, you said that the chariot's kind of a must-have. What do you think of that middle unit, the halberd elites? Is that a good unit?
It is a good unit if you play it right. I've used it in some tournament fights. I've used it in some scrims, as well as in TW. And as long as you play it right, it can perform pretty well.
All right, so
They're
here's
like,
a good one.
go ahead.
Between you mentioned tournament fights. So what is it like in a comparison between TWs and then tournament fights? What's the biggest differences that you see?
Just skill level and just the competitive nature. So we made our tournament team just this last CBL. We had no tournament experience whatsoever, and it was like a culture shock. Like these guys are sweaty, like sweatier than like I've ever seen in CB, and I personally love it. And I know our team is newer. We're trying to get the reps in. We scrim a lot with guys in Dex Lab like Zodiacs, who are the #1 CBL team in Americas, which is great to have them in our alliance in Dex Lab. I'll just say that. But they are some great guys, and MooCrew even. I think their name is Cope. Really strong players. We've scrimmed them a couple of times, and we've done pretty well. We've lost against them. We've won against them. It's just beautiful to see the growth, I guess. But yeah, tournaments are a completely different ball game than TW. Like if you're not moving as one unit, you're gonna get wiped, regardless of how good you think you are.
Yeah, I kind of did the diet version of CBL with the CBR, and that was pretty eye-opening experience. I mean, I learned a lot in the time that I did it, and I've been considering stepping into the tournament scene again, but as long as the hours aren't 7 a.m. my time to do these tournaments, because I'm not coherent enough at 7 a.m. for that. Hey Zell, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know who's good at fighting in CB at 7 a.m. That's just weird to me.
It is. It's rough. It is rough. A lot of my guys, the last tournament, we were starting early because a lot of us are West Coast, and so it was rough waking up that early for these fights. And I could tell you, a lot of our guys were not mentally there; like they were still sleeping. So it was, yeah, CBR and this last tournament, Aerial Cup. It's really rough for the West Coast guys.
All right, for those of you just joining me, please don't go anywhere. I have something that you guys have got to see. You can laugh your asses off at me. I don't care. You guys can make fun of me. You can clip me. I made you guys a freaking song, so you stick around, will you? All right. That's about all the time we got today for this first interview, Deadly. I want to thank you so much for being here. Before we go, I do have a question. I did want to touch on a topic real quick with you, and that's that I understand you did military service.
Yes, I did.
What branch?
I was in the Army, U.S. Army.
Oh, nice. How long have you been there?
I was in for 4 years, and then I got out. Now I work for the U.S. Marshals, so I'm an investigator for the U.S. Marshals.
Hey.
So pretty much swapped one hat to the other.
There you go. Well, thank you for your service, and keep doing the good work out there, man. It's great watching you take, the world by storm out here. It's good to have something to report on. So keep it up.
Absolutely, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. We love to watch you. We're big supporters of you guys. So thanks for having me.
Thank you, and I will see you again soon.
See you soon.
All right, next up, we're just going to jump right back into our interview with Maximus here. All right, Maximus. I'm just going to jump right in. Figure I had to delay the game a little bit while Zell was running. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing alright. How about yourself?
Keeping both eyes open?
That's good. I like that.
All right, so walk me through tonight. What was it like tonight for you?
So we didn't have a fight until almost overtime for Haojing. We took it from minimal resistance. I think there was like 5 cohorts that loaded in. So we kind of spent a lot of the night waiting for Vanguard to take Mongolia, and then for Dexters to slowly make their way over to hit Haojing, and to like secure the influence that they needed to do that. We're more than willing to let them kind of take that. I don't see a point in making that difficult on them, so um, we let them kind of get the feast that they needed, and then they came and hit us on Haojing. It was as fun as the fight can be with the current meta. The chariot has obviously been um, a frustrating unit to say the least, from a TW standpoint. So um, it was about as fun as I think we could have made it. We had a pretty good sally at one point that got us to about probably like 90%, 95% home cap, and we barely didn't get it off. They took X from us once, and we ended up taking it back probably 7 to 8 minutes down the line. We just kind of constantly kept pressure on X, and we're able to do that much more easily with the current chariot meta. So, um, but all in all, it was a fun fight. Wasn't really any points of, I guess, nervousness on our side. Maybe briefly after after they capped X the first time, but we were able to recover and kind of get everything back to the way we had it. So um, definitely fun on that side. And then our fort stack had a fight on Sega Spain at the beginning of TW, but that was in the other region. They fought Dexters at the beginning of war, so
Awesome.
yeah.
So let's really quick rewind and kind of give a brief overview of who you are. Make sure to use some of the names that you've gone by, because I've known you by I think 4 different names. So I think
Oh,
a
have I
lot of
been through that
people.
many?
I think
Shit.
so.
So I am Maximus. In game, it's ImInTheSky. I think that's the only two I've really gone by since I started playing. Maybe
Okay.
there's a couple more in there that I'm missing, but I think that's largely it.
It's okay. I'm
Um,
old. I'm probably delusional by now. It's good.
no, you might be right. It's I've been playing this for a minute. Um, but no, so I've been leading houses since at least season 5. I was a shot caller very briefly in season 4 for Hightower. And then I've kind of just been a liege of some form since then. I've taken a few seasons off here and there, but for the most part, uh, been in charge and then always kind of contending for end game in one way or another. So I've been doing this for a while. I've also been doing tournaments since season 7-ish, 6 or 7. I was on Pawn Guard with Payan back when that was a thing. I was the shot caller there, and then um, more recently I played CBL with the Cope team. We won the first NACBL, and then we lost this most previous one to Zodiacs, who we beat the first time around. So that's kind of like I guess the NA tournament scene at the moment is just kind of us and them. And there's a couple other NA teams, but uh, I think they probably have a bit of a long way to go to kind of catch up with the two main ones. Um, but outside of that, I think that pretty much covers me. I've done other tournaments like CBR and area. I'm currently doing Aerial Cup with ChocolateMilk. We have playoffs on Sunday as well. So
Nice.
um,
And that's going well.
yeah. Yeah, we're currently 3-0. We actually play Zodiacs again on Sunday. So
All right.
uh, we'll see how that goes. We beat them earlier in the tournament already, but they got the rematch, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's always good to challenge yourself against a foe that's maybe the same or slightly better than you. You can never really improve when you're just fighting down.
Absolutely, 100% agree.
So, all right. So I'll ask you the same question. What do you see the big differences between TW play and tournament play?
Um, well, for starters, I'll use Aerial Cup, I guess, as kind of the reference point since that's the current tournament. Chariot is obviously banned, as well as Spartans and healing archers. You don't really see healing archers in TW too much, except on some of the forts, like the better fort stacks. You'll see them using healing archers, but um, they're banned for the tournament. The goal was to kind of try and reduce some of the lag that seems to happen when healing archers and Spartans are involved at the same time. Unfortunately, there are some other units that cause similar issues, so it's kind of been a moot point. Um, but as far as TW, I think really there's about 5 or 6 units realistically that are TW viable right now, and that's Spartans, Shield Maidens, Orochi, Chariots, and then the Dementor Arbalest, the blue unit, if you have the Mastery, is really good for killing the Chariots.
Yep.
So you see those a good amount as well. Outside of that, like maybe Spear Sergeants here and there, but that's really like it for TW. You don't see Cav anymore because the Chariot just insta kills any Cav, so it's kind of a waste to bring Cav nowadays because I mean, they just have a mobile anti-cav, and you're 10 times better off bringing that than you are any other cav variant. So that's been different to get used to because, I mean, what forever now, the best units coming off respawn is always cavalry, 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 fast moving, you know, big white potential. Like, that's kind of always been the thing. So it's taken some getting used to not put any Yanya Dao in the comp and stuff like that. Um, but then you turn around for a tournament where there's no chariots, and you see a lot more of the Cav coming back. Yanya Dao is obviously very strong. Um, Yeoman is good. Dagger Axe Lancers are good. I've seen some teams recently bringing Hussars, although I disagree with the manner in which some of them use them. I think they don't understand how long you actually have to let them charge for them to get the the value that they need.
Yeah.
And then Cudeliers, the mastery made them really good. You see a lot of Cudeliers in tournaments now. People started banning them even. They're just such a good like
Interesting.
value unit. Um, so you see those a lot. And then the Rat and Pikemen are also like a super good value unit that you see a lot of now. And really the best way to kill the Rat and Pikemen is for a hero to die in them with the fire rune. Like that's sadly the best way to deal with them. So
Yeah, I've
I
pretty
would say
much
it's drastic differences between the two for sure.
yeah I've pretty much made the fire rune a mandatory for a lot of my players.
Yeah, there's no other rune that's really worth it. Like the only other argument maybe is like if you're a light armor and you find yourself dying to other light armors a lot to run the exploding rune. So like you might like trade with them at the
Yeah.
end of the day, but outside of that, I mean it's fire rune the whole way.
Yeah, and rat and pikemans are pretty much a must-have these days too.
Yeah,
Um,
you see them on the fort stacks, like for ours and then for Dexter's. You'll see them a decent amount there because they're just so good for debuffing like the enemy ball and debuffing like DPS units. So like Reapers or Silidars or Shield Maidens, like You can use them to just make them do no damage. Like it's so good to have one.
Now, I did hear you mention spear sergeants, and I have to bring up this question: what do you think is the good side of spear sergeants compared to something like stalwarts?
So the thing with spear sergeants, and obviously these are all contingent upon having the mastery fully completed. Um, the spear sergeants, they have a debuff. They apply a debuff. I believe it's an armor debuff. It like it increases their perception to like armor pen by like 250 or something. I forget exactly what it is, but basically the spear sergeants debuff the enemy ball. Um, on top of that, they're extremely tanky because while they're in cover commander, they're constantly healing for 3% uh of their HP like every second. So they're constantly healing. Um, really the only way to deal with them like quickly is um cav, or to have something like uh shield maidens are really good against them. But outside of that, like Spartan, you'll never kill them with Spartans. Orochi are okay, but it'll take you a good minute. And then chariots aren't really going to kill them. Like they'll knock them around, but they just out heal it. Um, it's just a super tanky unit. Um, they, in my opinion, they're better than like Imperial Spear Guard. Imperial Spear Guard have better like block value, but the Spear Sergeants are constantly have that passive heal, and that's really what makes them so good. Um, in my opinion, and then like I said, the debuff that they apply is also what makes them like much better to than Stalwart. Like is Stalwart's still a good unit. Um, not necessarily for TW, but in tournaments, Stalwarts are still very prevalent. And you'll still see more of them than you will Spear Sergeants, but the Spear Sergeants are so much more tanky, and the Stalwarts are a lot easier for someone to like jump behind them and like pole axis, for example, can just like jump behind them and Locaber strike them, and you're down like most of your Stalwarts at that point. Can't really do that to Spear Sergeants as much. They're also pretty good at killing heroes in my experience, so
Yeah, I
um, that's
I've
kind of the
as
upside.
as a poleaxe, I use spear sergeants quite a bit in siege, and even I've done it a couple times in territory wars. But like literally, if you get somebody on the like if you do a rough justice or something like that, they're dead before they ever get to the second stage of the animation. And then if I have archers firing at me, every time that they block an arrow, it heals like an AOE heal.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
literally like wherever the archers are, that's where I'm hanging out because I can't die. It's like it's the greatest thing in the world. You could literally have Rang shooting at you, and you're just like, "Ooh, wow, you're healing me, thanks."
yeah. They're really nice. Like you don't see the range units as much in not T word in tournament. Um, the Harang have kind of taken a back seat. Like people still bring them occasionally, but with the amount of shields being played, it's a hard unit to get value out of sometimes. Um, Rat and Vipers are probably the most popular range unit for tournament because the same thing. The poison from them applies like a debuff, and
Yeah,
then on top of that, the bleed damage from it or poison, whatever it is also really good for actually just outright killing units. So um, that's something as well. There's a lot of like there's so many units that you'll see in tournament play that just you'll never see it in TW. Like we watched a VOD not that long ago of some of the top teams playing like serfs in their push, and the idea is to use the heal from the serfs mastery to keep units alive through like fire rune. So like if a bunch of people dive on your rat and pikemen, use the serfs to essentially out heal the fire damage. and you can keep your rat and pikemen alive. Like it's it's so like intricate, and there's so many things that I wish translated to TW that just never will.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah, the tournament play was a whole different experience for me. Like I had never experienced anything like that, and all I did was CBR. So it was, but it gave me a lot of kind of knowledge of how it's played at a different tier, you know. So it was kind of cool. It's the closest thing I probably ever got to what I would experience in something like a capital fight or something like that. So it's kind of nice. I would probably do it again if I got the opportunity. But,
Yeah,
all right.
it's definitely a fun experience, and I've done it forever, and it's by far like my favorite aspect of the game. Um, so I've always tried to do it whenever they have them, because it is sporadic, the timings at which they actually like host them. So I try to catch them when they have them up.
All right. So looking forward, what is the next step for you guys? What are you looking to do over the next 3 weeks as we approach the main event?
Um, for us, like for our house, it'll be holding Haojing. Um, we're expecting Dexter's to continue attacking it, so we'll obviously continue to defend that against them. For our allies, Black Templars and Eternum, um, right now I think they're just kind of looking for fights where they can get them to continue, getting content, enjoying the TW as much as possible, and then I'm sure closer to a couple weeks from now when Dai Cheng is opening that they'll probably start to make plans to look into that. Um, but I would say that's probably what we're looking at. Um, I'm not like this is gonna come off kind of how do I say it? But like I've won enough seasons at this point where for me Dai Cheng is like a moot point. Like I'm more than willing to fight on Haojing, which is a capital that we've only gotten one other time, and we held it that time as well. So I'm excited more to fight on a capital that we don't get that often than to like win the season and like claim Dai Cheng. Obviously, I'm probably in the minority of people that feel that way. So, I'm sure Black Templars will want as lead house to try and put their stake on Dai Cheng, and we will do whatever is necessary to help them do that. We're gonna be good allies. We're gonna do what they need us to do. But for me, it's fighting on Haojing is what I'm interested in personally.
All right, I got one last question for you, and it's a little silly, but Haojing, the fight there, did anyone fall through the floor?
Not on our end that I'm aware of. I'd have to ask Dexter's if anyone fell through on attack. Um, Honestly, the only time I think I've seen issues with that was actually Reginopolis. People would use the breach side spawn and they would just fall through the map instantly. I don't think I've seen it on this map yet.
Yeah, when this map first opened up during the drill war, Gashka went over there and attacked, and we were all falling through the floor. So I was just making sure that got fixed.
Yeah, to my knowledge, I don't think anyone fell through the floor. Again, I'd have to ask Dexter's
Hey,
if
that's
anyone
good.
can say to the contrary.
All right, guys. So, Max, thank you so much for tuning in. I've got a very important video to show you all. It's a little track that I wrote, literally sitting in a parking lot. So I hope that you guys like it. I think, Max, I kind of previewed it to you, I think.
Yeah, I took a look at it. It's
Hopefully it didn't
it's
suck
funny.
too bad.
It's funny.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Max. Let's go ahead and kick this
Of
off.
course.
Yo. The drums of war be pounding. The ground be shaking. Two alliances rise and kingdoms be breaking. From Argolia's gates to Haojing's flame. They don't just want fiefs, They want the name. This is the final war cry. You feel that spark? It's We Don't Read versus Chocolate Milk. Lighten up the dark. Yo. Dexter's lab with the blueprint plan. Extras right beside with the siege in hand. Tongan and Vanguard frontline beast. Ripping through the walls like he unleashed the east. Kappa butter for sure from Atlas rain in doom. Crushing to your dreams, make space in the tomb. They don't read, they rewrite fate. Marching on Argolia, heavy at the gate. Stealing scrolls, they the scholar knights. One crown declaiming the Terracotta Knights. Yo, MooCrew mobbing led by ImInTheSky. Flying over rooftops, thunder from high. Majoring in black Templars, no time for peace. Breaking bones and helmets, bringing water to feast. Dark gold ahead in an eternal flame. Tortured through fiefs like it's just a game. Howlings pulse beating, loud like bass. They coming for your capital, straight in your face. Pour up the milk, this cow ain't calm. It's the siege stampede, no room for songs. From Mongolia spires to howlings rise. The map bleeds red under terracotta skies. But the eye of the storm is where legends clash. They should be the jewel, the thunder crash. Now it's battalions deep, no time to bluff. Two empires breathe, the air's getting rough. See towers climb like the stakes in play. This ain't a war, it's a bloody ballet. Axes swing and the cavalry rides. Every call out echoes where honor collides. No retreat, it's pride they wield. One king leaves that battlefield. Raise your shields and bang your drums. This ain't just war, it's where fate comes. We don't reach, stand tall, chocolate milk won't fold. They should be the story that history told. It's a clash of kings, blood in the ink. Siege in your soul, blade on the brink. Revive the capital, write your line. Only one banner's gonna stand defined. So pick your side, don't waste no breath. This is alliance rap, the war of death. No peace, no delay, no holding back. This the final strike, the final act. We don't read or chocolate milk's might. Who's taking dating under moonlit night? Night, 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 night.
All right, everybody, there you go. A little fun in a parking lot. I thought you guys could use a little hype track leading you into this end game season. So there you have it. It is going to be up on YouTube. I'll make it public here for you guys all so you can share it. Enjoy it, whatever you want to do with it. You want to crop it and make fun of me, go for it. I don't care. So, free houses. 100% free houses. 0% Legion. Yeah, Liangyun's a quiet place for the Legion. Regional prosperity, 14,885. Kingdom is 11 towns, 1 fort, and 31 villages. This is going to get really hot over the next couple weeks. We'll see. I think this week's going to be pretty quiet. I mean, it's not really been quiet all season, but man, 3 wars from now, it's going to erupt. Just wait. Top 5 seasonal landowners: Warriors, 18,135. Ice Spartans with 14,495. Undying Wolves with 10,140. Forbidden City with 8,580. Death Guard, 7,215. Looking at top renowned builders: Warriors with 780. Ice Spartans with 650. Durandon with 390. Gusbus Nation with 195. And Undying Wolves with 195. Top prestigious stronghold is Mingyu at rank 5. Top flourishing village is Howling at rank 2, along with Luxing and Mari. Looking at the war map tonight, we have the High Council over in the west this time. They were in the east, now they're in the west. 3,315. Maybe it's warmer over there in the west. Don't know. The Boneyard, which was in the west, is now in the east. 2,145. I wonder what happened tonight. Chillers, sprinkled out right through the middle there. 2,145. Whispering Void down in the south expanded their territory with 2,015. Hallowed Kings still hanging out up in the north with 1,755. War Crimes formed tonight just before the war report, 1,170. No Evil right there at Heli with 975. Chaos Undivided with 585. Defiance with 390. New World Order 390. Looking at the changes tonight, we see Forbidden City with 2, Undying Wolves with 5, Ares with 1, Vigilantes with 4, Homegrown with 4, Ice Spartans with 2, Brazil with 1, Black Falcons with 3, Gusbus Nation with 2, Regulators with 1, Robber Barons with 1, Corsair with 1, and Viltrumite with 1. Looking at the houses, Liangyun Legion, currently sitting upon the throne. Regional Barons include Undying Wolves, Gusbus Nation, Vigilantes, Forbidden City, Warriors. Regional Stewards include Homegrown, Odin, Here, Ares, Death Guard, Soda, Black Falcons, Ice Spartans, Corsair, Regulators, Viltrumite, Speak, Vela, Brazil, and Robber Barons. Looking at the race for that capital city, as of right now, it looks like a four-way race between the High Council, who is qualified, Chillers, who is just underqualified, the Boneyard, who is also just underqualified, and Whispering Void, who has dreams to become qualified. Alright. Looking at the new houses, we saw Black Hole Sun take some power for the first time tonight. Looking at houses by level, we got a bunch of level 8s now. There you go. Level 7s, we have 13 houses as well. And looking at the level 6s, we have 11. Checking out that population change. Black Falcons gained 11, Warriors gained 8, and Vela gained 7. Population decline, a little bit of shifting around going on here. Viltrumite dropped 20, Santa Cruz dropped 16. Solemn Silence with 13, Wild Hunt with 12, Black Templars with 11, Death Guard with 11, Explicit with 10, Soda with 10, Bastarius with 6, and Homegrown with 5. Taking a look at those prestige gains, Atlas gained 2,600, Vanguard with 2,000, Goshkia with 1,800, Vigilantes with 1,365, Midway Kings 1,200, Forbidden City with 1,170, Warforged with 900, Homicide with 750, Gusbus Nation with 650, and Black Falcons with 585. Looking at the biggest top prestige losses, we saw Eternum lose 2,200, Ice Spartans with 1,950, Weight and Salt with 780, MooCrew with 600, Homegrown with 585, The Wild Hunt with 400, Dexter's Lab lost 400, Warriors lost 390, Solemn Silence with 195, and Misfits with 195. Looking at our top 10 tonight, Vanguard leads the pack of We Don't Read with 4,850. Tong Tong is the liege of this alliance. Or house, I should say. And alliance, I guess. Second place, we have MooCrew of ChocolateMilk with 4,500 prestige. ImInTheSky is the lead of this house. Third place, we have Atlas of We Don't Read with 4,100 prestige. Capybara Fachero is the liege of this alliance. Looking at Warforged for that fourth place with War Crimes, 2,400 prestige. Haravexen is the liege of this house. Fifth place, we have Bastarius of Brotherhood with 2,200 prestige. Jose Dav is the liege of this house. Sixth place, we have Goshkia of Hibernia with 2,100 prestige. Foghladha is the liege of this house. Seventh place, we have Undying Wolves of the High Council with 1,950 prestige. Berserk is the liege of this house. Eighth place, we have Midway Kings of Deucevolt with 1,650 prestige. LK is the liege of this house. Ninth place, we have Gusbus Nation of Whispering Void. 1,625 prestige. It's Gussie Mack is the liege of this house. Bringing up that 10th place slot, we have Vigilantes with the Boneyard, 1,560 prestige. Lugotrix is the liege of this house. That brings us around to our top 30. Here you go. Take a picture, see where we stack up. Alright, moving along, we are going to flip on over to the Alliance rankings. We didn't have any free agents today. Completely off the board. They all joined Alliances right at the last minute. We saw Durandon join Only Fields. Infamous Misfits joined Only Fields. The Wild Hunt joined Only Fields. And Foghladha wants to now start a guild or an alliance called Mrs. Fields. Yep, I love them cookies. Warforged joined the War Crimes. Warriors joined the War Crimes. And Weight and Salt departed the Boneyard. Looking at top alliance prestige gains, we have We Don't Read with 4,200, Hibernia with 2,000, the Boneyard with 1,950, Deucevolt with 1,200, Chillers with 1,170, Brotherhood 1,150, 187th with 750, Whispering Void with 650, No Evil with 195, New World Order 195. Taking a look at the top prestige losses, ChocolateMilk lost 2,800. The High Council with 2,145, Conquest with 1,000 or 150. Looking at our top 10 alliances, we have We Don't Read with 9,600 prestige. Seasonal claim of 72,400. Dexter's Lab leads with Vanguard and Atlas. Second place, we have ChocolateMilk with 6,300 prestige. 64,685 seasonal claim with Black Templars leading and MooCrew and Eternum at their side. Third place is War Crimes with 3,570 prestige, 27,705 seasonal acclaim with Warforged and Warriors at their side. Fourth place, the High Council, 3,315 prestige, 46,865 seasonal acclaim. Homegrown leads the alliance with Undying Wolves and Ice Spartans. Fifth place is Brotherhood with 3,100 prestige, seasonal claim of 25,450. Explicit leads with Ostaria and Santa Cruz at their side. Sixth place is Hibernia with 3,100 prestige, seasonal claim of 15,650. Goshgale leads with Goshgale Dub and Order of Valor at their side. Seventh place, we have Chillers with 2,145 prestige, seasonal claim of 16,530. Forbidden City leads with Ares in Brazil at their side. In eighth place, we have the Boneyard with 2,145 prestige, seasonal claim of 6,000. Vigilantes leads with the Black Falcons at their side. Ninth place is Whispering Void with 2,015 prestige, seasonal claim of 15,080. Uwu leads with Guspos Nation and Vertermite at their side. In 10th place, we have Hallowed Kings with 1,755, seasonal claim of 11,565. Soda leads with Odin and Corsair at their side. That brings us around to our seasonal claim board. Got a few more alliances I need to colorize down there in the bottom. Top four are ChocolateMilk with 63,935. We Don't Read with 61,900. The High Council 46,865. And Brotherhood with 15,985. Looking at the historical rankings really quick, top three, Vanguard with 445,000, I Kingdom with 271,000, and then Homegrown with 263,000. Looking at the top alliances, Hibernia leads with 637,000, We Don't Read in second with 514,000, Deucevolt with 356,000. Looking at historical renown, Goshgale leads with 9,545. I Kingdom in second, 7,635. Vanguard in third with 5,545. As for alliances, Hibernia leads with 20,850. Maelstrom with 8,410. Deucevolt with 6,315. Taking a trip to the Morgue. Got a few more added on there. Inferno renamed. They left 9,940 points behind. Ming with 2,350, and then 10th Legion. They are still out there. I see them. They just haven't taken anything recently. 1,560. All right. Looking at the alliances, Prometheus disappeared with 16,310. The Resistance went away with 10,000. Silent House with 8,485. And that brings us around to our close of our show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do hope that you enjoyed my little music that I made you. Yes, that was lyrics written by Foghladha. The rest of it was done by Suno. If you haven't seen Suno, Suno's pretty amazing. It's allowing me to take my musical passion, write some lyrics, and slam it out into a song in a matter of minutes. It was pretty awesome. I think it turned out well. Hope you liked it. In any case, I will probably continue doing it. So if you hate it, well then you probably don't want to be here. But if you don't mind it, then maybe stick around. You might like something I create. In any case, I will see you all later. Have a good one.
One of us seems to circle the other, and as you go, you remain a stranger to me, to you. But our pieces left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clovers. I've got composure. Silver coin, you hold me, turn me over. I never expect to forget about it. Watch as the breeze burns golden smoke that you've stolen. Feels like it's my fortune that you're folding. I'm swimming with the sharks. 'cause I know I remain a danger to me, to you. Going altered by the moment, here in the sedation, idle, sweet on survival.